Themeborne Limited brings a new game to the gaming community. Escape the Dark Sector. A 1-to-4 player game for ages 12 and up that should take 20 to 60 minutes. The second game in the Escape the Dark series. Escape the Dark Sector is a simple sci-fi adventure game with a focus on atmosphere, storytelling, and player cooperation. Perfect for newcomers to table gaming. It takes about 2 minutes to set up and lasts about 45 minutes, and no two games will ever be the same. Playing as the beleaguered crew of an impounded starship, players find themselves confined to the detention block of a vast space station. Using a variety of advanced gear and weaponry, they will embark on a desperate mission to find their ship and blast their way home. Along the way, the crew will have to overcome a variety of dangers, traps, and terrors. From cyborg guards and faulty replicators to killer alien organisms, each challenge is represented by large, beautifully illustrated chapter cards. As these immersive chapter cards are revealed one by one, the game takes on the form of a shared storybook experience, with the players making decisions about what to do each chapter before using a combination of dice and item cards to complete the task before them. The goal of the game is to complete every chapter and then defeat the final boss. To win, you must keep each member of the crew alive, and if any player is killed, the game ends immediately. That's harsh. Isn't the first time I've played a game like that. Isn't the first time I've heard about a game like that. But yes, that is harsh. And that is one of the things that attracted to me, that this is a darkly thematic game that has some deadly consequences. It doesn't pull the punches. Now, as the beginning of the publisher blurb said, this is the second in the Escape the Dark series. The first one was the highly successful Escape the Dark Castle. And this, from what everyone says, takes that and ramps it up. And that game itself is still on a wish list of mine from last year I didn't get. So now this one, or I could have got it for myself, but I didn't. I'm not putting blame on anyone. But it just didn't work out that way. And this game now, this sequel which is out now, not a sequel, a standalone sequel, but just part of the series. The next in the series, Escape the Dark Sector, looks even more amazing. So this definitely hits a lot of high marks for me. You know, the fact that it's a multiplayer game but can play one player, can be soloed, love that. Especially nowadays, right? But it's fun that the game does that. It's a cooperative game when you don't play by yourself. I love cooperative games. The feeling of the teamwork and camaraderie of pulling yourselves together and pulling something off, but mainly winning, or in some cases like this, surviving. And this has dice. I love chucking dice. It feels good. It feels natural. It feels fun. Everyone I know, pretty much, loves a good die chucker. But it's more than just chucking the dice and pushing your luck with that too. I mean, this goes even further, hitting more marks that I enjoy. It's a board game, card game, dice game, but it's slash an RPG game. And as all of my regular viewers know, that is exactly where I started this whole love of mine. This entire thing started with RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons. So, of course, that's going to make me feel like I want to check this game out. And just to cap it off, which is a good follow-up for RPGs, is that it is a story feel. And it bills itself as that, which attracts me to the game, is that you are telling stories, and you're going to get a chance to tell different stories each time you or if you're not by yourself, your friends, your family, your fellow gamers are going to be cooperating with this and collectively telling this amazing yet dark sci-fi story. Now, overall, the way it plays out that I was reading, this reminds me completely of an old TSR Endless Quest book. If you're not familiar with them, maybe you were familiar with the Choose Your Own Path books, Choose Your Own Adventure books. They were essentially the same thing. But yeah, this definitely does feel like a super duper ramped up style version of an Endless Quest book by TSR, and that's awesome. So, and you know, also, the last thing I got to say that I was reading that a lot of people were talking about, which helps attract me, and I'm sure other people, to wanting to check this out, if not play this and get this game, is that it has an easy setup, super fast, easy rules to learn, and to teach as well. And you can get this down to the table, you can open up the box and start playing within about 10 minutes or less, and that's great. Because, you know, sometimes you don't want to be futzing around. But so just to end off, it's a sci-fi game. It's a dark sci-fi game. It plays like some sort of RPG endless quest book, right? And you can solo this. So if any of those things or anything else I said is something that you enjoy, please go check this out. See if it earns a spot on your wish list, on your shelf, on your table. See if it earns some of your gaming time. All right, everyone, please go check out Escape the Dark Sector.